Hello, my name is George Leon. I am going to be talking about the FEI Magic Lantern and how it is good and how it is also bad. So, throughout history, there has been many people who have caused harm to others. For an example, would be like 9/11. The FBI doesn't want stuff like this to happen. Of course, nobody wants stuff like this to happen. So, to try and prevent these types of events, they have developed softwares that can intercept voice over net communications. This software is called the Magic Lantern, and it's part of a wider FBI project called CyberKnight. CyberKnight allows investigators to secretly install powerful eavesdropping software through the internet. This software can record every keystroke on a person's computer. This is according to people familiar with the effort. Now, with the Magic Lantern on top of the CyberKnight, it will also allow them to listen to voice over data communications. So think of it like you download an application like, I don't know, WhatsApp, and now the FBI can see what you're typing, can hear what you're saying to other people, stuff like that. To view the good and bad of the FBI Magic Lantern, I will be using two principles from the ACM Code of Ethics. The first principle is in section 1.1, and it is concerned with the quality of life of all people. It affirms an obligation of computer professionals to use their skill for the benefits of society, its members, and the environment surrounding them. The second one is in section 1.6 and deals with privacy. It states that computer professionals should establish transparent policies and procedures that allow individuals to understand what data is being collected and how it is being used, to give informed consent for automatic data collection, and to review, obtain, correct inaccuracies in, and delete their personal data. One good thing about the Magic Lantern will be the increase of security. We like knowing that we are safe. We don't want to be in a constant state of fear, of course, worrying about things such as terrorist attacks or nuclear warheads. In section 1.1 of the ACM Code of Ethics, it states that computer professionals should use their ability and skills for the benefit of society and its members and the environment surrounding them. The FBI Magic Lantern will prevent events that cause harm to people. And preventing harm, I think we can all agree that it falls into the beneficial to society area. So, using the Magic Lantern to find threats so that people don't get hurt makes the use of the Magic Lantern ethical under the ACM Rule 1.1. Now, onto the unethical side of things. People do not like being monitored. Imagine someone standing behind you watching everything you do. The state of being constantly watched can make someone nervous or uneasy. Now, remember that the section 1.1 of the ACM Code of Ethics said that computing professionals should use their skills for the benefit of society, its members, and environment surrounding them. It's not very beneficial to society if people suddenly can't do their work because they are feeling too nervous. The amount of work someone could do will most likely plummet because of this. So, making people nervous or afraid because they are being constantly watched would be a complete detriment to society. So, under the ACM Rule 1.1, it would be unethical to use the Magic Lantern to monitor people. According to the ACM Rule of Ethics 1.6, computer professionals should establish transparent policies and procedures that allow individuals to understand what data is being collected. Let's say, for example, you are downloading something for your computer. If the company or place you're downloading this from says, hey, this will also be downloading the Magic Lantern, would you still want to continue? Right? That will be ethical. Because if you click yes, you will still want to continue, you willingly gave up your privacy because you willingly let them know, yes, I want Magic Lantern to be installed, and Magic Lantern will read anything you do, will check what you're doing in your computer. So you willingly give up your privacy. However, the Magic Lantern can be installed secretly, meaning that it doesn't have to tell you that it's being installed. So now you are downloading something that from a website or somewhere, and it doesn't tell you that the Mac Lantern is being installed. So now it gets installed, and you don't know that you're being monitored. You're being monitored secretly now. So this is wrong because you didn't give up your right to privacy, because you didn't know that the Mac Lantern would be installed. So your right to privacy was taken away from you. This is a clear violation of Rule 1.6. Since the person installing a software may not be aware that the Mac Lantern comes with it, he or she did not willingly give up their privacy. Okay, so to conclude, I find that the FBI's actions could be ethical. It depends, and I'll get to that later. So I know that I listed 1 ethical and 2 unethical. So if you were going to how many pros or cons the Magic Lantern has, then it would certainly go in the unethical pile. However, I also have to think how much weight those pros and cons have. So while their actions do violate the privacy of people, I do think that the benefits of increased security can outweigh the costs. So for example, let's say there's a threat of a bomb being detonated somewhere, right? We don't know where. That would cause mass panic. People will be scared. Some people might die because of it, right? So the Magic Lantern has the potential of figuring out the plans of the bombers, who are these people, before any of this goes down. So it could theoretically stop this event from happening. So nobody gets hurt, the bad people go to court, they get trial, etc. So so if this gets implemented, how I see it would be ethical if only some privacy gets taken, right? Not a lot of privacy, but a lot of criminals get stopped because of it, or a lot of events don't happen because of this. So if that's the case, this would be ethical. So it doesn't take that much privacy, and a lot of crime gets stopped. That's really good. However, if not a lot of crime gets stopped with this, the system is useless, but it's still taking in a lot of data from us, then this would be unethical. Society's not safer, but where our privacy is being taken away for no reason. So in there, it will be unethical. Another thing they could try to do to make it more ethical would be showing good faith that your data will not go to anywhere else, right? Your data is secure with us. If they can show the data is secure, it's helping prevent attacks and not much data is taken from you, or even if a lot of data is taken from you, if they can show that it's secure, the data will not be stolen, it's anonymous, then that would be really good, and I think it will be completely ethical.